Hi, I'm Douglas Quinby. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Arival, and we run conferences for what we call the best part of travel. So operators of tours, activities, attractions, events, experiences, basically everything that travelers do when they get there. And most importantly, it's why they go in the first place. And we're here in beautiful Valencia. I'm still working on the pronunciation, so my apologies. But it's going amazingly well. We have beautiful weather, and it's a beautiful part of Spain. And we have a lot of amazing operators. I think over 300 operators of experiences. And then we also have all of the big online travel agencies, companies like Civitatis and others, and technology providers, and a lot of innovators, all coming together to learn and share and help this industry grow. So, the tours and activities and experiences sector of travel, it's undergone so much change over the last 5 to 10 years. And really I think there's two big things that are at the heart of it. So one is the just changes in travelers, consumers, and what they're looking for. More and more, they want not just like to go see the sights, they want to meet local people, they want to have local experiences, they want to, not just see the thing, they want to touch it, they want to taste it, they want to have a sense of participating in the experience. And it's really changed how operators, tour and activity operators, need to think about their own experiences. So it's not so much, okay, get everybody on the bus, go see this, and here's when it was built, and here's who did it. No, it's telling stories, it's sharing a local delicacy, it's getting people to do things together. And so that's really changed the kinds of products that travelers want. We also see a lot more demand for really unique experiences. Private tours has grown quite a bit as well. And just also amazing, different types of things that I never knew were possible. I mean, even like things like cooking classes. There are some friends here from the industry. They're going off tonight and they're going to learn how to cook paella, right? That's just it's amazing, right? Those are the kinds of things that people are looking for. Then another big shift, and I think maybe most important for not just for tour and activity operators, but also for destinations and for other travel companies, hotels, travel agencies, is the growth in technology and the changes in technology. Like we've just seen, it used to be even like say just 10 years ago, this industry was mostly offline. I mean, this industry was late, right? So even our flights and hotels, by 15, 20 years ago, most of us were booking those online. But for tours and activities, it's only within the last 5 years. So we've seen this big change. A lot of software companies coming in to help get operators using booking systems, getting them online, building them websites, getting them connected to some of the big online travel agencies. It's so important because that's where consumers are. They're shopping online, they're looking online. They expect every operator to have a website, to have a booking engine, and also to be available on online travel agencies. In fact, we heard from the CEO of Fair Harbor today, one of the biggest booking systems in our industry, and he said 75% of bookings are happening on websites on their system. They're happening. 75% of all bookings are happening on mobile phones. So we're seeing this as a huge shift within our industry. And so we're always saying to operators here, you've got to have a booking system, you have to be online, you have to have a great mobile website, and you have to be connected to OTAs. So, so there's a couple of really big challenges our industry is facing. One is too much demand in too few places. And we see this in all of our research. There will be this year nearly 1.5 billion international leisure tourists. But there's only one Colosseum, there's only one Sagrada Familia, right? They can't all go see them. So this is a really big challenge. Everyone wants to go, but everyone can't. And so there's a real need on the part of the destinations, the attractions, and all the tour operators and travel agencies to figure out how we can manage this. And some of this involves technology, so connecting all of the ticketing systems and the resellers and to manage that more efficiently. Some of this is about creating new products that pull travelers, that disperse travelers away from those most touristed sites and dispersing travelers, but it's going to require an industry to tackle this. Another really important initiative, which can play a role here as well, is the growth in flexible or dynamic pricing. This is still relatively new within this industry, but it's growing very quickly. So if you're an operator or an attraction and you see you've got very high demand on certain times, you can charge a higher price. If you have lower demand, so I want to go do a tour Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, but everyone wants to do that, we can charge a little more. But if I have a 10 a.m. departure on Monday morning, maybe I charge less, but that can motivate traveler behavior to be a bit different. So there's a number of things like that. Another really big challenge for consumers in particular, this industry is very different from other parts of travel. It's not a commodity. Like with a hotel or a flight, it's like, okay, I want to go here. This is my budget. I'm looking for a hotel in this price range in this location. I want to have certain standard, like a 3-star or 4-star, and then I find it and I book it. But for experiences, we have to solve for a very different question, right? Instead of where do I want to stay, it's what do I want to do? Like, how do I want to spend my time? So, like, how do you know if I like art or adventure, right? Do I want to go to a museum or do I want to jump out of an airplane? And I think platforms in particular, like Civitatis, the big online travel agencies, one of the things they're very good at is they have a lot of consumers, so they can understand search intent, what travelers are looking for, and they can bring all of the content together and display those options before travelers and help with that discovery process. So, and we've seen the growth of online travel agencies has been extraordinary over the last several years, the fastest growing channel, and we see why, because they solve a big customer problem for our industry. So we're always advocating for the operator community to learn about OTAs. We don't say at Arival, okay, you must do it. Every operator, you have to make your own business decision, but it's an important channel and you need to learn about them and make sure that you've got the best strategy to grow your business.